Hello, sweeties, and welcome back to Will You Press the Button? You will have a successful marriage with any living person of your choice, but you will never be allowed to travel outside the country you currently reside in. So basically, travel everywhere I've ever wanted to go first, and then click the button, because I have two people in mind that I wouldn't mind having successful marriages with. So, depending on the specifics, which are always important, whether you're a genie or Beetlejuice, and yes, if you want me to, I will totally say that 2 more times because I am not afraid at all.
It's showtime.
Sure, why the hell not? Hey! Okay, you know what? For this episode, I'm going to have it that I have 5 buttons, let's say, and every wrong answer where the answer that I did not choose is greater than the answer I did choose. Like, if I choose to press the button but a lot more people chose not to, then I lose the button. But if I'm right, nothing happens, blah blah blah, the usual shtick. Anyways, moving on to question number 2. So, you could survive any death 9 times, but you're a cat. So, you're a cat is basically what you basically press the button if you want to be a cat. There's no if then this, it's just you're a cat. And also this comment from David Courtney: everybody wants to be a cat, 'cause a cat's the only cat who knows where it's at.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
I love that movie. Honestly, not really worth it. So, no. Balls. Yeah, that one was basically just an example one, so down 1 button. Down to 4.
4.
Never have school again and be the smartest person in the world, but everyone hates you. No thank you? I mean, I didn't really like school, but it wasn't really... No, that's a lie. It actually kind of was the worst for me. Yes! Okay, I was hoping people wouldn't say yes to that because, like, I would rather not. Like, I realized you would basically be Sherlock, but also people hate your guts, so.
I don't have friends.
You can get to any location in the world for free, but you will always have to take the longest route there. I mean, the whole thing is it's more about the journey than the destination, not to mention that most places I want to go have fucking beautiful routes to get there. Like, holy cow. That and I've always wanted to try taking a boat across the ocean. So, that would honestly be so fun for me. Yeah, exactly. Gil Matthews. It is often more fun to travel than to arrive. Exactly. It's about the journey, not the destination. Blah, blah, blah. Yes! Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm still on 4. If not, you can see how many I have on screen. 4! Don't know how to say your username, but you bring up an interesting point. The only problem is that the longest route to any location is infinite in length. That's interesting. Also, the longest route would be so slow you might never get there, except, you know, that's kind of the whole thing in life, is never actually getting to where you're going, because as soon as you get somewhere, you want to go somewhere else, and just, it's an endless cycle of travel, essentially. You can talk to animals, but every animal on Earth treats you as a threat. I mean, if you can talk to them, wouldn't it be easier to just be like, hey, I mean you no harm, I just want to talk. Although that doesn't always work out when it comes to talking to human beings who see you as a threat, so... Would people actually think... Because I myself would not want this, because I used to have a pet snake, when I was 12, I want to say, and there was this one day where I was showing it off to a friend, and the friend's mom and my father were there talking, and we all were surrounding the snake, and I reached for said snake, Verdi, and it lashed out and bit me, so it's like, I kind of already understand what that's like it was surrounded by big, loud, enemy animals, and it lashed out, so I honestly can't remember if Verdi was a boy or a girl. Anyways, I don't know if this would be worth it, like Dr. Dolittle, but not. You know what I mean? I don't know if it would be, because it would be easy to convince them, hey, I'm not a threat, but they would still treat you as it even if you try to say you're not. I'm gonna go with no, just because of that. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure even if you were like, hey, I'm not a threat, they would still take you as a threat, so it's not really the best idea. Let's see. You gain the ability to traverse the cosmos in the blink of an eye, surviving much more hostile environments, but you can only blink to a planet you have never been to before. You can never return to Earth. Nah. Cause like, yeah, you can survive on other planets, but then I would never be able to visit Earth again, so no. Yeah, wow, I'm way too good at this. I still have 4 points.
She's too good.
You become a millionaire and live a long, healthy life, but every day at exactly 6 p.m. you must sit deadly still on a chair for an hour and do nothing without fail. Does that include breathing? Because, yes, you would be a millionaire and live a long, healthy life until you are unable to breathe at 6 p.m. the first day. What would happen if you failed? Just a timer restart? Or would you lose all your money and die a terrible, excruciating death? Because, like, again, specifics are important here, people. I would say, seeing as I am way too hyperactive for my own good, it's not really worth millionaire. If we're talking, like, quadrillionaire or whatever the highest number in the world is, air, then maybe. But otherwise, nah. Darn it! Okay, down to 3. Really, people think they can sit still for an entire hour on a chair and do nothing. Do you realize how hyperactive most people are nowadays? You are kidding yourselves, honestly. The one you have always loved loves you, but you don't love them anymore. Like, permanently? Or just like you have to fall in love with them all over again, which they would probably help with. Because, like, again, specifics are important, but if it's like you never love them ever again, which is not what this says, then honestly it wouldn't be worth it. But if the other hand was you stop loving them, but they can reintroduce you to your love for them, that would be pretty cool. What if you don't love anyone? Like, what if you're aromantic? Because, I mean, there is such a thing. Although I suppose, hopefully, aromantics would at least love themselves. Going off the fact that they can reintroduce your love for them slowly over time, then yeah, I would say that's worth it. Okay, ow! Down to 2 points, I guess. Jeez. Holy cow, that's kind of sad.
So sad.
Anyways, next, I'm down to 2 points, I believe. Your hair will always be lush, soft, and just the way you want it, but your nails will grow 2 times faster than normal. I mean, let me look this up, actually. Give me half a second here.
A few moments later.
The simple answer is that fingernails grow about 1/10 of an inch, 3 millimeters per month. So, 2/10 of an inch per month. Is that really any worse? Yeah, and toenails take a year to a year and a half to grow from cuticle to tip. So that's like 6 months to a year to grow from cuticle to tip for toenails? So that's not that much of a longer thing. So that's not really any faster, is it? Plus, my hair will be exactly the way I want, so I probably will never have to wash it ever again. So that'd be freaking awesome. Plus, just the way I want it, does that include how I want it, like, styled and stuff? Like, styled and cut and color? Does that include everything? Because if so, hell yes, Beetlejuice hair. I would honestly totally click that button. Hell yes. You can now read and control people's minds, but every time you use this power, you have a 10% chance of developing cluster headaches. They disappear after 30 minutes. Would that be worth the power to control people's minds? Because it's only a 10% chance of developing them, and they disappear after 30 minutes, and there's such thing as strong as hell pain medication. And just because you have the power doesn't mean you have to use it, so sure. Yeah, alright. I think I'm still on 2 buttons left. You stop aging starting at your current age, but you will lose 50% of the memories you gain every year. No, fucking thank you, Chief! Like, honestly? Who wants to be my age forever? Like, ugh. Oh, you stop aging. It's not about living forever. I didn't realize that. But also, I don't really know. Is looking young really worth losing 50% of memories? And does that 50% include memories you've already made, or is it just the memories you gain from this moment on?
See these? These are the questions. This is why I'm here.
Next question. You will be able to have any 4 powers you wish. For example, mind control, levitation / flying ability, etc. As well as being able to rule an entire world all of your own. You can get whatever you want and whomever you want, and even have servants to do your bidding. But you will be forced to live in a parallel universe where there's another different copy of you, and if you ever come in physical contact, the entire universes in which you exist, including this one, will perish in order to obtain this wish. So, basically one of the powers you would need is to teleport away from the person in the parallel universe. 'Cause, like, you know. Although, honestly, you would have servants to do your bidding, including security, to make sure you never come in contact with the other version of you, so it's like, how would that be a problem? Honestly, hell yes.
Hell yes.
Ooh, you can eat anything you like, but your best friend has to eat bugs for the rest of their life. So just make your best friend Beetlejuice, who already eats bugs for a living?
It's just too creepy.
I don't really have a best friend per se. I have a couple of good friends. Like that, basically there's a saying that I would rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. That's basically my life when it comes to friends. But thinking literally, would I want my friends to have to eat bugs for the rest of their lives? Probably not. Oh, that was a close one to losing a point, wasn't it? Next. I think I have 1 left. You will win the lottery, but you will be poisoned by some jealous prick shortly after. See, it says you'll be poisoned, but what type of poison? Again, specifics are important, people. Because if it's just like, oh, you get the runs kind of poison, I could deal with that for winning the lottery. If it were a deadly poison, that wouldn't be really worth it, but there is no specific type of poison listed, so yeah, why not? And son of a gun, that's the one I lose on. Okay, well,
You lose!
okay, here's an interesting one. You have Iron Man's suit, IRL, but you are allergic to sugar. I am going to leave this one up to you, sweeties. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and comment what you thought of this episode and what you think I can do better next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon next to the subscription button to be alerted to this and similar such content in the future. This was super fun, as it always is for me. And I will see you when I see you. Peace!